Hey guys, welcome back. As you can tell from the title of the video, this is going to be a little different. I wanted to first of all apologize. I've been trying to get something out every week, and I've been doing pretty well with that, but this last week was just rough. Between work and the weather and 100 other things, I just simply didn't have time to get out here, and I apologize for that. Enough of that. On to the thank you part. I'm a fan of YouTube. I've been watching it for a long time, and most people wait till they hit some giant milestone to do this, but I wanted to go ahead and do it. When I first started the channel, there were several reasons. The biggest one being I started thinking about, back in the day before we had internet. I was a young kid, didn't know anything. Didn't have any money, couldn't afford to pay somebody to fix my stuff. And so you don't really have a choice. You come out here and you learn. But the bad part about that is you didn't have the resources back then. You just kind of had to figure it out. And most of the stuff that I do on my channel it's fairly simple stuff. I mean, I'm not building motors or, tearing down transmissions. But then I started thinking that the stuff that I do out here is simple because, well, you know how to do it. But there was a time when you didn't. Changing the oil on a lawnmower was a scary thing because you had never done it. You just didn't know where to start. Or a gommed up carburetor was the end of the friggin' world. Your lawnmower wouldn't crank. You just had to sit there because you didn't know how to fix it, or certainly couldn't afford to pay anybody to fix it. So, the technology that we have today, and that's the first thing that I do. If I need to work on something that I've never worked on or do something that I've never done, my first stop is YouTube. You can go on here and watch 25 people do what you're about to try to do, and that's invaluable. I mean, you didn't have that before. You didn't have Google and YouTube and vlogs, and there was just no way. You might get lucky and find a Chilton manual, but if it was something weird, those were hard to find. So again, I found real value in YouTube, for example, and I thought, the things that we're doing seem really simple because we know how to do them. So if you don't, somebody could really get something out of it. Now, most of the stuff I do, you can jump on and you can find 1,000 videos that somebody else has done about how to do it. Some of them not so much. In my last video, I built the sit-down sulky, and I searched that before I even started making the video to see how many thousands of people have already done this. And I found half a dozen videos on it, and none of them were how to build it videos. They were all reviews, and this is what I bought, and this is how I like it, and this is what I don't like about it. So in that situation, I thought this is something that somebody might get some value from, and I hope that's the case with all my videos. But when I started the channel, I didn't have any big illusions about blowing up to be Musty One or Vice Grip Garage or Mr. Beast. I just thought, I'm out here anyway, and doing this kind of pushes me out here when I maybe don't feel like coming out here. So, I thought it was a good thing for me. And again, the thought that somebody may find some value in what I'm doing. So, having said that, a few of my videos so far have done really well. I have one video now that I think is over 6,700 views. The last time I looked, I had 71 subscribers. I never in a million years thought that 71 people would care enough about what I was doing to subscribe to this channel. And I'll be honest, it tickles me. I'm like a youngin' on Christmas. Every time I get a notification that I have a new subscriber or that somebody comment on one of my videos, I enjoy talking to people about this stuff, like-minded people who are interested in it. It's just a great way to learn. Several videos people had posted on, and they were like, why didn't you do this? And I'm like, I never even thought of that. It's a great idea. So, I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And this is the thank you part. I appreciate every one of you that have subscribed, even though in the grand scheme of things, I don't have a ton of subscribers, but you know, my friends around here and a couple of guys at work, they subscribe, but everything after 8 or 10 was you guys. And I appreciate that. The last time I looked, my channel as a whole was getting about 4,000 views a month. I think that's really neat. The fact that 4,000 times last month, you guys stopped and clicked on one of my videos. You either loved it or you hated it. Either way, that's okay. I get it. I do that a lot. I click on videos and 30 seconds in, I'm like, yeah, there's nothing in here for me, and I move on. And that's okay. Like I said, with the assortment you have now, it's hard not to find what you're looking for. But, you know, my retention times are good, so I think some of you are enjoying them. And again, I just wanted to say that I really do appreciate it. I feel free to comment, good or bad. You know, even the hateful ones have value. May stop you from doing something stupid next time. Or I tend to get caught up in, you know, doing things off camera, and then when I come back in, I just assume that everybody knows what I did off camera, and people comment on that. I had somebody yesterday ask me when I welded the axle in on that sulky. On camera, I welded it, and then I measured it again to make sure that it hadn't pulled one way or the other. And somebody was like, you know, you probably should have measured it before you welded it. I measured it 47 times, but you didn't know that, you didn't see it on camera. So it's stuff like that, you know, when people comment things like that, I get value from it. Yeah, I could have done that better, could have made a better video for you guys. But my whole point was just to try to put out videos that matter, that somebody could actually use and get something from. And that's what I've been trying to do. Again, the negative comments, some people freak out about that. I don't. I enjoy it. It just means that you watched my video long enough to see that I did something stupid or something that you thought was stupid. So again, man, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to keep doing it as long as you guys are going to keep watching. It does take a lot of extra time. Yeah, if any of you have channels or have done this, you know. I mean, you come out here to do a 30-minute job, and it takes 2 or 3 times as long when you're worrying about where the camera is or cutting this out, or you know, it's extra effort. But I do enjoy it, and as long as you guys are enjoying it with me and we're getting something out of it, then I'm happy to keep doing it. And I said it several times, I'm going to say it again, thank you. I truly appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos. And man, if you guys are ever down this way in South Carolina, as Derek would say, in the bleep bloops there, let me know, and we'll get together and I'll buy you a wobble pop. But anyway, I've babbled long enough. I promise there will be a video out within the next week. If I have to lay out sick from work, I'll get a video done. But again, guys, I appreciate it, and I look forward to hanging out with you again. Thanks, guys.